Om. Welcome. So now with this, a question was arised after the previous session. That is, now when we see the contradictions in the sense when the yogi is not in a position to see the world as world, and if he is in his own world as so-called the real world or the supreme reality or in the self or in Atman, then how does he carry out his day-to-day work is $1 million question. Because a normal common man, as we have seen in the previous session, who is filled with avidya and who has the consciousness of the body and the world, his interactions with the world and the body, his sleeping, waking, eating, moving, dressing, interacting, socializing, yes, it's all there. Now, what about a sage, a man of realization? Will he be indifferent to the world? When any work is entrusted to him, will it not be accomplished successfully? Can such people be trusted on? Because what I feel as real, he feels as unreal, then can I trust him? Is the question. To be really pondered upon, and thanks for raising this question. Now, here, what we are supposed to understand is a yogi is awake to the Supreme Self, and he knows the world also. Just imagine that you have a half sleep dream you are aware of. Maybe some of you might have been, some of you might have experienced this also. You are sleeping, and in your sleep you are mildly awake of what is happening around you. And there is a dream also, and you're perceiving the dream, and you know that that is a dream. That mild dream. I don't know if you have experienced or not. So now you know that this is dream, and these things are happening around me, and at the same time you are sleeping. So will it be like that, a yogi? 33%, 33%, 33% in the wakeful, swapna and sushupti levels? Isn't it? So here what we are supposed to understand is a yogi who is established in the self also works. A normal ignorant man also works, because maybe of the prarabdham or because of the karmic bondage. Yes, that happens. But then a yogi who works, he is not relishing or taking a kick out of the work. And whereas a normal man, he gets a kick in the work. And works are enjoyed by the common man. And yogi, he doesn't have that enjoyment in the work. Accomplishment is there in ignorant man. Yogi doesn't have that accomplishment. And results perturb the normal man, success and failures. Yogi is not carried by the success and failures at the psychological level. Think very clearly. When Vidya arises, avidya descends or avidya disappears. When the darkness of the night goes, the sun rises. Or when the sun rises, the darkness automatically goes. Sorry. So, yes, he is not insensitive or irresponsible to the world of objects, and they don't sit like dumb. They are the most vibrant and active ones, the yogis, but they are not attached to that. They are not lingering to that. They don't get a kick out of it. If it is accomplished, they don't have wow. If something doesn't happen, they don't have that depression. Yo, this is not there at the psychological level. They keep on working. And they are the most hardworking people, the yogis, and very, very sensitive. We normal people, we are not sensitive. We are insensitive for others' feelings and emotions. But these people are very, very sensitive. That we should be very clearly understand in our mind. So now what we are supposed to see is that the identification with the work. The yogis don't identify with the work as the doer, the accomplisher, the receiver. That is not there. Whereas in a normal man who is tamasic in nature, that I is that I, the doer, I, the giver, I, the receiver. Because that illusion is gone in a yogi about the world and the objects. Whereas a normal man, the illusion is real and is not aware that the world is an illusionary projection. So once we realize the self, the world becomes illusion. Yes, that is seen. For example, when we are walking in a desert, mirage is found. And looking at that water, we don't run towards the water because we have that knowledge that that is a mirage and that is there is no water there. Yes, they see that. Even a learned man sees. But learned man sees and he doesn't run towards it. An ignorant man, he sees and he gives reality to it and he runs towards the mirage. That is the difference. There's no difference in seeing, but giving reality to the seeing and how we work towards what we see makes a lot of difference. So with this, we conclude this session here to take up or to continue this further in the upcoming session. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru.